That's more like it. An absolute whooping, as they say. The Oilers bounce back in fine fashion with an 8-1 victory over the Los Angeles Kings. Getting some of the bad taste from last night out of everybody's mouth collectively and picking up a pair of points, doing it in regulation and with authority. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the GCL Diesel Oil Stream postgame show right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thomson with you. Matt Kassian is our game analyst. We'll break it all down. Let us know what you thought about tonight, what the Oilers were able to do. Obviously, the LA Kings, nowhere near as strong of a team as the Anaheim Ducks as of right now. I mean, they lost yesterday, as you heard if you caught the pregame show, to what Dennis Bernstein described as the Henderson Silver Knights.
Because they were
6-4 last night. Thank you, Ben. And then the Oilers absolutely dominate them with an 8-1 final. All right. GCL Diesel, of course, presenting sponsor of this fine program and providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years. Join the conversation. Get at us via the text line 780-218-9999 or get into the nasty chat if you're watching over on YouTube. We appreciate you staying up with us. It's going to be, I think, an easy one tonight. We're going to have a nice post-game show. The spice was yesterday, deservedly so. Today, a little bit of relaxation, more nice than spice, and lots of multi-point games. McDavid hits 100 points. First guy to do it this season. That's his 9th 100-point season, yep. 6 straight. Draisaitl has another 30-goal season. I think the boys on the broadcast, while they're having their 25-minute conversation amongst themselves, basically for the entire third period, when there was a goal from Jake Wallman or whomever,
yes,
mentioned that was his 300th multi-point game.
Yes.
Phenomenal. And then to do it against a Pacific Division rival, that's fantastic. So the Oilers, 8-1 win, improved to 29-23 and 8. The Kings fall to 23, 21, and 14. On the Kings, I'm going, if I'm in oil country, which we are right now, I'm going, all right, that's better. Enjoy it. You earned it. And then take that day tomorrow, regroup, get yourself set for Saturday afternoon, go and get another crucial 2 points because you're going to need it, right? They're in a dogfight as of right now. Only have 22 games remaining, but that's a big 2 points ultimately, Benny Thomson.
100%. I mean, they took care of business tonight. Yeah. I don't really have a whole lot of notes. I mean, they played pretty solid. The defensive game that I was really hard on last night looked a lot better today.
It did.
A lot better. Yeah. I'd also challenge the fact that I don't think the LA Kings challenged the Oilers overly hard. It wasn't a game where it's like the Kings didn't look all that threatening. I mean, in multiple different ways. Both goaltenders that play for the LA Kings tonight,
sucked.
I think we could agree were brutal.
Sucked. Sorry.
Yeah, the offensive side of the Kings did not look great. Their one goal came from a high deflection from the dot. So, like I told you, that's just ridiculously lucky.
It was a great tip by Warren Fogle.
Sure. But in the end, I mean, good for the Oilers. They took care of business. They beat a team that is chasing them. And, I after watching them tonight, how that's a playoff team. Oh boy. But
I don't think they will be.
No, I don't think so either. I think San Jose could pass them here.
They lost tonight to Calgary, by the way.
Kraken lost, I believe, too. So there's that. But Ingram, great game for him. Again, showing that he's the best goalie in Edmonton right now. And that's all it is, really.
Yeah, I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at texts that are coming in.
The chat's been pretty funny tonight.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot.
People are happy. Way different than yesterday.
But yeah, I mean, I don't have a whole lot to ramble on about it. It was just 8-1 win. You took care of business. You beat a team that seems like they're struggling, and
this is nice.
Yeah, very simple.
It's very simple. Let's get the big man in here. Let's give him short work tonight. He probably wants to get some rest. He's laughing over there. Let's bring in Matt Kassian, our game analyst. Cass 8-1. They got to Kemper early. Anton Forsberg spells them off. They get to Anton Forsberg. The third period was basically like, let the clock run. What areas of the game could you see some like tangible improvement? And that's keeping in mind what the LA Kings have been these two games since they've come out of the Olympic break.
Yeah. LA was not very good. The tangible good things, you scored up and down your lineup. I think that was a very tangible good thing. It wasn't just any one guy. You got some contributions pretty thoroughly through the lineup, where a lot of different guys were able to chip in, which I think is important. Also meant you were able to manage minutes, where that fourth line in particular played a lot more. And for a time you're heading into 3 games in 4 nights here, you're I guess you have one more game in between. So not quite 3 and 4 nights, but you have a little bit more. Oh yeah, it is. Sorry.
It is. It's like 66 hours, 3 games in 66 hours. I think it is.
Yeah. No, sorry. I was thinking that it was Wednesday today. That's the whatever.
I did that last week. Don't worry.
Yeah. It's Thursday. So yes. So 3 games in 4 nights. And you were able to not have to play McDavid 23, 24, 25 minutes and Draisaitl the same, who only played 14:52 tonight. 14:52 for Leon, which is good. That you were able to manage minutes here for guys. You didn't give up a ton of free looks. Didn't love the shorty breakaway against, but outside of that, it's they just kind of LA was never threatening, but Edmonton didn't let them, and that was a positive. No backdoor tap-ins. That was a good thing.
No, there was none of that. And listen, like I know they brought in Panarin, and he had a couple points last night in his Kings debut. Noticed him a few times out there, but I think once the Oilers really started to pour it on in the second period, everybody went into a shell that was of any significance for the Kings. Didn't really notice Kopitar, Laferriere maybe once or twice. Did Quentin Byfield play tonight? I don't know.
Did he? I don't know. I legitimately had to be like, wait a second. Did he?
He did. I'm being facetious.
Yeah. No, I know. But I was at the same time I had to actually think about it. I was like, wait a second. Did I miss something? Did he?
No, he was there.
I was like, wait, no, he played. Yeah.
Banksy says 4-minute minor kill was impressive. That was good. With the nurse penalty, and the game was still, like they're still in it. LA was still in it at that point, and Edmonton got the big kill. That's a good point. A lot of texts coming in about Connor Ingram and his performance. He made good saves tonight, and the sentiment that we're seeing, Cass, whether it's via the inbox or the nasty chat, is should it be his net moving forward? What would you say to that, guys? Cass, start with you.
Yeah, as of right now, yes. Until he shows you it's not. You're in win mode. You have to get into the playoffs. It's a huge game, huge win tonight that you're able to pull off. Gives you a little bit more breathing room. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why wouldn't it be? I mean, Ingram's absolutely getting the start this weekend.
Has to.
I think I said it to Reed today. I mean, if this is before the game, like if I was the head coach, I would be playing Ingram a 70-30 split for the rest of the season. Personally, to me, he is the game 1 starter of playoffs, and you want to get him used to playing a good stretch of games. Now, obviously, he's gotten a decent amount, but I still think the coaches' minds are thinking like Tristan Jarry was brought in to be the guy to start the playoffs, and just with this play as of late, I don't know how you say he is right now, and especially with how solid Connor Ingram has been. I mean, what a story! Like we were all sitting here going, like, will he even get the call up when Jarry went down?
His numbers sucked.
Like his numbers were brutal in the AHL. And fast forward, a couple months later, and we're sitting here talking about like he's kind of their saving grace in net right now, and is probably going to be their game 1 starter if they make playoffs. It's quite the story. But yeah, to me there's no doubt to me that he's the game 1 starter, and I would roll him because you're not guaranteed anything right now.
No,
I'd roll him until it's a smooth road to the playoffs from there. Like you need wins. Play your best goalie for them.
Not going to disagree with that whatsoever. So the Oilers with the win tonight improved to 66 points. They snapped their losing streak. That's great. They do it in very convincing fashion. They get 2 points against a Pacific Division rival. They'll have an opportunity to do that again this Saturday. The Golden Knights, who are idle tonight, sit at 70 points through 58 games. Edmonton 66 through 60. Anaheim 65 points through 57 games. It's those games in hand. We're going to have to be keeping an eye on that throughout the rest of the season. Utah now at 64. Kraken at 63. Preds at 61. LA at 60, not looking so hot right now. They're on a 4-game slide. The Sharks, who we will see Saturday afternoon, also on a 4-game slide. They lose to Calgary tonight. They have 58 points through 56 games, so 4 games in hand on the Oilers. So, yeah, interesting. That's the playoff picture in the Western Conference and specifically the Pacific Division, because that's the most important part right now if you're looking at it from an Oilers point of view. Cass, were you going to say something there? Oh, I thought you were going to jump in.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm just going to read some text. That's about as convincing and happy you can be. I mean, was there stuff that we need to nitpick? Should we nitpick anything?
I'm not going to. I mean, you put up 8. Right? You put up 8. You gave up 1. Like, there's not much to nitpick. It was a great win. I don't think we're going to nitpick. I don't think LA played fantastic. So maybe they didn't test you as much as we'd like, but not going to complain about that.
No,
You
not
got
after last night, I don't think, right?
No. You take the 2 points.
Yeah. Happy birthday to Gene, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah. Vincenzo, another Paisan, says, Mangiapane had his best game as an Oiler. I thought he was all over it tonight. Finally. Yes, good. Frederick, Benny and I were talking about him in the third period, and you're like, no, he's actually noticeable in a good way.
Yeah.
Maybe Cass? Or is that a stretch that he's building his game back up slowly?
Well, let's hope so.
Sure.
I hope so. I mean, we need to see the consistency before we can say, hey, this is really moving in the right direction and he's building it back up.
Yeah.
But let's hope so. Right? Like there's still a player there that is capable of playing at a much higher level than he's played all season. And so, to say that he's back, we can't say that yet. But to say, hey, that was a building game and there were some good things done and maybe some positive momentum for him. Yeah, I will absolutely say that. Yeah, that's a good thing. And we should be happy for that. Be excited for that as an Oilers fan. And hopefully that is a sign that, hey, his game is progressing and he can actually start to turn his season around.
The role there is for him, is there for him. He there's a job right there for him to go take. This team has lacked depth scoring or just impact in the bottom 6 pretty much all year. We saw some of that tonight, which was good, but I really like how in this game where you go up pretty early and you're able to hold on to that lead, you can spread out that ice time. And for a guy that's trying to build his game and it seems like he's taking steps, getting to play him 15.56 tonight instead of his 8.5, I think is a nice boost as well. You're paying him. You're playing him 2 games basically in one tonight with what he's usually used to playing. So good for him. It seems like he's getting there and gets rewarded with ice time tonight. And I thought it looked noticeable.
One of 6 Oilers with multi-point games, and I was just going down the list. 11 of 17 skaters with points tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
So pretty good. Cass, because I know you want to keep it nice and tight, and so do we. Saturday afternoon, what's the strategy? If you're the Oilers coaches, what are you doing with this game film? What are you doing with yesterday's game film? What is the plan of attack after these 2 games going into the San Jose game? That is another important 2 points in a 4-point game, if you will.
Yep. Well, I think the game film will focus more for this one on San Jose, and you're going to be watching a lot. The coaching staff in particular is going to be watching a lot more clips on one player. The extremely talented Macklin Celebrini, who drives so much of what the San Jose Sharks do. There will be undoubtedly lots of video watched and some discussions, particularly with the defensemen around that. And your top end guys that are going to see a lot of them. McDavid and Draisaitl will see a lot of Celebrini, and so you're going to break some of that down. You're pulling the happy highlights from an 8-1 win, right? You're pulling the good clips of, hey, let's do more of this. Hey, let's do more of this because it was a positive thing. And then you're going to focus again, I think, really on the Sharks. Not going to try to dwell too much on that dumpster fire of Anaheim game, but you also don't want to focus too much on this one because it's on the other side of it where it's like it was too good in some ways, not because you just were so dominant, but because you don't want that overconfidence heading into San Jose game that could be challenging with some of the offensive punch that the Sharks have.
That's a wild swing from, the way things went last night to how you win this game.
Yeah.
But I think it sums up in a lot of ways the Oilers' season and just how all over the map they can be. Pick a night, roll the dice, basically, and here we are. So 8-1 is the final. Edmonton heading into San Jose right away here. One guy really quickly that I want to bring up before we let you go, Cass, and I want to incorporate Swainer's stat of the night because he sends those in every game. Thank you, Brian Swain. We always appreciate that. He goes, this one's for Benny. Savoy, 22 years old, 57 days, is third youngest Oiler in last 12 seasons with multiple assists in consecutive games. The others, of course, are McDavid and Draisaitl. So a neat little stat there for Savoy. And Swainer, thank you for bringing that up and pointing that out. Savoy with his 2 points tonight, that now gives him 23 on the season, 10 goals, 13 assists. How is he progressing, Cass? Is he worth that trade for Ryan McLeod? Like, how can we say this kid is the real deal, or do we still need to give him some time here?
I've thought he's the real deal since I watched him in junior and saw the not just the creativity, but the mind, how he played and thought the game offensively in the offensive zone. The kid thinks hockey extremely well. And yes, he's the biggest guy in the world. No. But he thinks the game incredibly well and is still willing to go to some of those difficult areas. I haven't not thought he was the real deal. It's not like I thought he was McDavid or Draisaitl, but I don't think any of us did. But is he a player that is fully capable of being a extremely well-producing NHL player? Absolutely. Now to say, is it worth it? Listen, we have to see longer term how it pans out. Certainly. I still don't mind the trade because you needed to get younger. You needed to find players that for a period of time were going to give you offense and not have their price tag driven up from a cost management standpoint, where McLeod would be way more expensive right now.
Yeah.
And Savoy's not. And you need, as successful teams, to have young players on entry-level contracts be contributors. You have to. And Savoy does give you that. So, and he's a local kid too. So I'm going to be a little biased on that one and say, I'm still a fan of that trade.
Rip City Step says Savoy looks great for show. And then 83 Runner says Cass looks like he's been watching Sons of Anarchy again. Yeah. Are you watching Sons of Anarchy?
No, great show though. Great show.
And if it makes you feel any better, Cass, or not even to make you feel any better, but to add a little bit of icing on top, Benny's grandma is in the YouTube chat. Hi, Gail. And then his dad, Nate the Builder, is saying, "Go to bed, Mom."
Oh, that's
all in the family.
Why my grandma's up at this time.
Oh, that's great.
That's our guy.
Yeah.
She's a big fan of Savoy too. Hey,
there you
go.
That's good.
So, yeah.
Hey, family affair. Hey, you know what? That's we all win when Benny's family's in there having fun.
I think it's fantastic.
Yep.
All right, Cass, great stuff. Go rest up, and we'll catch up with you soon. All right.
Sounds good, fellas.
There you go. There's our game analyst Matt Kassian helping us comb over an 8-1 Oilers win in LA. What a difference a night makes, and that's great. Good. A lot of anger, frustration, question marks coming out of last night's game, but we can take away some things from tonight. Like LA's bad.
They're so bad.
They're bad.
My buddy was.
I think they're done.
My buddy that's coaching the merch. He's texting me like he couldn't watch the game. He goes, "Are we back?" When he saw the score, I'm like, "No, like go watch the goals.
Yeah.
like it is not good." And then he goes, "Oh my, like that is bad." Yeah. It's those were some bad ones they gave up. And like I was saying, exactly. Like I was saying earlier, like. Yes, great win for the Oilers. But to me, this game showed a little bit more of how bad LA is versus like how good Edmonton is. Maybe that's just me with thinking about last night's game in my head. But but it's credit to the Oilers though. They took advantage of a team that's struggling. And they took care of their business. And now you just got to move on to Saturday where you play a young San Jose team that's that had pretty good their top guy had pretty good chemistry with 97 over here. So I'm curious to see how the game goes.
Forget about it.
God, man, would he look so nice in an Oilers jersey.
You know what's funny is during the Olympics, how many people after Canada lost were like, how good would McDavid look in a Sharks jersey? It's like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean.
Where did that come from? Tap the brakes on all of that right now. Another thing that I think we can take out of this game that is good, and there are many nights where we have on the post-game show, whether it was here on EST or back on 1260 days, we would talk about, oh boy, it's so frustrating that the Oilers stoop to their opposition's level, especially when they're playing against teams that are perceived below them or worse than them. That didn't happen tonight. So that's another chalk it up on the good column. Again, we'll take it, right? We'll take it collectively here after what happened with the 4-game losing streak, how bad last night was with the 2 blown multi-goal leads, Knobloch pulling Jari. So we can draw a few conclusions. It's probably Ingram's net unless he completely blows it.
Yeah. It should be his
The Kings suck.
They do.
They are in trouble if they want to salvage. Like, how many times did they cut to Jim Hiller?
He's just so mad.
1,000-mile stare on his face.
And I've been a kind of critic of Jim Hiller a little bit. Like,
why do you hate Jim Hiller?
Because
what did he do
because
to you?
He didn't change the system the LA Kings had when they fired Todd.
I'm kidding. I'm
But fired up. I'm just kidding.
No, not tonight.
But yeah, to me, he didn't change really their system. They still play a trap game. Yeah,
they have no offense.
Exactly. Well, there's that. But I mean, yeah, it's I don't know. It's pretty tough watching those LA Kings. I mean, like Bernstein said on the pregame, like they lost to the Henderson Silver Knights last night.
I thought Dennis was very harsh when he said that, but
they looked like they lost to an AHL team last night.
Yeah,
can say that. Can I talk nicely about Savoy for a little bit?
Absolutely. He's put together a nice stretch here.
I mean, he's elevated to the top 6 after the break, which is nice to see. I mean, Podkolzin has been a shotgun guy for Draisaitl. It's basically this entire year, and they've been rotating that right side.
I saw the Podkolzin Tommy stuff in the nasty chat. I will tip my cap to you guys. Top 9 Podkolzin.
There you go.
Very, very happy with that.
Yeah. But I mean, I think Louis was highlighting it that he likes it because there's 2 right shots now with Draisaitl, and I think Savoy is a great fit with Draisaitl. On the McLeod for Savoy trade, you knew obviously I think McLeod was going to excel in a different situation with more ice time, and Savoy was going to take a little bit more time to develop and show that that was a good trade for the Oilers. But I feel like we're already seeing that in his rookie season, and I mean, he is the real deal already, depending on what you call a real deal. He's a full-time NHLer.
Yes.
Like, there's no way he's getting scratched or taken out of the lineup anytime soon.
Check.
When he isn't playing a top 6 role, he's in a bottom 6 role on their top PK unit, provides that extra depth scoring here and there, is reliable in his own end. So when you're a rookie like that and you're trying to find your place in the NHL, it's nice to have that, those advantages of being in your own end and being safe and being relied upon by your coach, which is why I think he's gotten, the ice time he's gotten this year. because Knoblauch trusts him and he deserves it. Because he's been pretty solid on his own end, and when he gets to play with good players, he's putting up some points now. It's great to see. It's great to see. I'm happy he's excelling there with Draisaitl.
Another multi-point game for Matt Savoy. Good to see, and hopefully it continues into Saturday against the San Jose Sharks. Let's jump into the nasty chat a little bit here. I see you guys. E-Man from Airdrie, thank you for the note, says, I was at the game tonight. Obviously, pretty quiet crowd in the third, but the Fire Hiller chants were present. Yeah, I mean, I saw that look of desolation when they cut to him a few times on the broadcast, and I've seen that look before. Unfortunately, it was with guys behind the Oilers bench in the Decade of Darkness.
Yeah.
But that's the vibe I got off of that. So, E-Man, I hope you had a good time and enjoyed that game. A lot of orange and blue in the crowd. A lot of people like to head down to the warmer climates this time of year, even though the weather's a little bit better today outside of that weird snow squall that we had.
Yeah.
And mix a vacation with a little bit of Oilers hockey. Years and years and years traveling with the team. Always appreciated that. Getting to chat with Oilers fans, making the trek down south.
I know I just said, like, I'm not the biggest fan of Tim Hiller, but same time though, man, like I don't think his roster is a whole, he doesn't got a great roster to really deal with there. I've said it, like, I don't think they are a contending team by any means. Should they be a little bit better than what they are? Probably. But I mean, to me, like, they don't have the assets. They don't have the firepower. And I understand they just picked up Panarin, but they unfortunately lose Fiala at the Olympics. And that's not a complete 1-for-1, but Fiala's a pretty damn good player, man.
Yes, he is.
And
that's fair.
That is, and that's a tough loss for LA. Unless Kenny Holland's got something up his sleeve, man. Like, this probably is the roster that they're going to try to make a push with. And even if they make playoffs, they'll probably be in the other side.
He's got to overhaul this roster. I mean, this is
you got to think
year of transition.
Do you think they try to sell?
Again, kind of like Edmonton.
Let it play out.
Keep your powder dry, quote unquote. I used that term yesterday, and somebody said, "Why are you using a Tambelliniism?"
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to, but like hold, sir. Like, don't just start blowing everybody out of the barn because one tough season. There's got to be a process to it, and you got to identify who's worth keeping and who's not. And Kopitar is not coming back. What's going to happen with Doughty? How long are you keeping him around for? You need a better year from Fogle, who signed a nice contract with LA.
Scores.
Yeah, that was a nice goal. Like, Perry's there now. Yeah. Their bottom six is pretty spotty.
Yeah.
Too. So I think they have some money to play with at least, and we'll see where that goes. Darcy Kemper, older but serviceable goalie, but right now that's a bad team.
Any interest in bringing Perry back?
Well, yeah, but again, what did we say on the pregame show? The cap space is a huge hang up right now.
Yeah,
and what's he getting paid? He's getting like $4 million.
$4 million for 2 years,
and he's got another year after this one. So he's older than me. I'm 40.
He's still going, man.
Yeah.
Still going.
Good for the 85s.
Yeah.
Let's get to a few messages here. Picardi1 says, hey, Tommy, how are you handling the Janmark injury news? Devastated. I'm kidding. I feel bad for him. He's had a bum shoulder all year. I mentioned it yesterday and the day before, and then on the pregame show as well. And then Stoff said it on the broadcast. They might need surgery. The way it was described to me, it comes and it goes, and it's been an issue for a while, and it was bad in training camp, came back early in the season, and no wonder he can't shoot. I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses, but you're playing with one arm basically. That's tough. So
are the Oilers thinking that this is a guy they got to replace at the deadline? I'm just thinking out here.
If he's on LTIR and done for the year, essentially,
then yes.
Use his cap space to go and get somebody.
But it's not like he has that high of a cap hit anyway.
I know. That's a great point. But use his cap space to go and get somebody, whether it's tacking on extra. Say you move out Mangiapane and all of a sudden you have that 3.6 plus, what's Janmark, like 1.2?
Yeah, I think it's 1.35 or
Sure.
something. Yeah, something like that.
But just like utilize it.
Yep.
If he's done for the year, and listen, it's probably best to get him, if he needs surgery, get that done, get him out for the year, let him rehabilitate, be ready for next training camp, and away we go. And then you can add to the roster with a guy that's healthy and can contribute more than Janmark has. Both offensively, 5-on-5, maybe even peak. I don't know, but find a way to utilize this potential opportunity. That's all I would say.
1.45.
Okay. So almost one
on this year and next.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the rule is now is you have to have a cap compliant roster for a game in the playoffs.
That's right.
So I mean, like if let's say he needs the rest of the regular season but can play in the playoffs, you could pull a guy out like Frederick, for example.
Right.
And that would swap the money out and be all right.
But if he needs surgery,
Bob
mentioned that potentially being the case.
And if that's the case,
get him the surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah. 780-218-9999. Nasty chat over on YouTube. Do your thing. The Oilers win 8-1 over the LA Kings. Very convincing. Nice way to bounce back from yesterday's disappointment in Anaheim. They get the Sharks on Saturday afternoon. A couple more out of the nasty chat. Banksy and a couple others mentioning Jack Roslovic. Colin Buchanan says Roslovic +3 tonight. Banksy, I think, mentioned saying keep Roslovic with Draisaitl too. Yeah, I mean, they tried to spread it out and put Roslovic on the third line as a winger, as a centerman. He came out of that injury situation. It wasn't as good, wasn't as effective. We had heard he doesn't like to play center. We kind of wondered about him being at center during that time, and it didn't quite work. And Kapanen came back, and that kind of kept Roslovic in a scenario where he was more so on the third line. Kapanen's out, expected to play on Saturday, by the way. And today Roslovic looked good. I thought Roslovic had some good moments yesterday, scored that goal 13 seconds in. That line's been all right. It's been good. Yeah, maybe you ease Kapanen back in.
I guess I completely forgot about that. That was Kapanen's line before he got hurt.
Yeah. I lost the Popeyes bet to Dusty.
That's right.
With Hernan because of that.
That was so long ago. I forgot.
We had delicious Popeyes for everybody.
I did. I had a snack wrap.
Damn rights you did.
Pretty good. Yeah, I mean that line. Yeah, it's hard to break up that line right now.
No point either.
Yeah,
there's no point.
We're seeing Jack Roslovic benefits a lot off playing with great players. Like when he got pulled down in the third line with Henrique's injury, they're forcing him to play center. Yeah. And then even when he was on the wing, like he needs skilled guys to kind of bounce off of a little bit, and you kind of just see better. He's more confidence knowing that he has Draisaitl out there that can find him in the right situations. So. He's kind of one of those perfect guys. You kind of just like slot in there and just know that like he can bring you that kind of second wave of offense when he plays with a guy like Draisaitl. To me, you throw Cap in with Podkolzin because I think they have chemistry, and you roll them on the third line with what Henrique. See if that works. We'll see.
Somebody just texted in James Podkolzin, Szymanski, Kapanen. I don't mind that.
I don't mind that at all. Especially, if you got to call someone up, it's probably Szymanski right now. I mean, you let Howard and Hudson tear it up still in the AHL? Because, I don't know. It's an interesting conversation.
Okay. Oh, I want to get this one from Corn Chip Gunch. Said, I don't look a day over there. Thank you, Corn Chip Gunch. I appreciate that. Mentions the Holloway. How do you know? He had one earlier that I wanted to get to that I saw. Where did it go? There's a bunch of nasty chats coming in. Oh, that's one I wanted to get to. Corn Chip Gunch said it earlier. He just watched goals 7, 8, and 9 again. So bad. Yeah, it was. Good on Wallman for blasting one through, but. And then the last one, don't celebrate, and they didn't.
No, go line up.
I guess
that's the classic minor hockey.
Take it,
beating up on a team, beating up. KC, our age group. Go line up. Go line up at center ice.
All right, let's go to West End. Rob says Nurse +3 Norris finalist. with a winky face. Nice night considering the sky fell earlier today. Yeah, he had a horrible night last night. There's no denying that. JB texted in, says Ingram needs to be the Oilers starter going forward. If you watched him in the third after only facing one shot for 16 plus minutes when LA got some ozone time, he was just mechanical in his play. To be honest, he is just what you need to see from Stu Skinner for him to get to that next level. Ingram has solid lateral movement, reads plays better, and is even more stoic than Stu. That text from JB. JB, good point about the reading the plays better. You could tell his anticipation and understanding puck movement, and maybe that's heightened awareness as well. But his anticipation and reading those plays is tremendous because he's not the biggest guy, and he's not the. I'll just say it. Like, I saw him in the locker room when he first came to the team. I was like, that guy a catcher?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's an all-star goalie who at one point was tied for the league lead in shutouts a couple of years ago. And the stoic part, absolutely. And the lateral, I'm not going to argue the lateral movement thing. I just find it funny because of how much
all the jokes
we talked about lateral movement and joked about it with Stu Skinner for months and months and months, and how many times Joaquin had to break it all down and talk about improving his skating, and goalies skate different than players, and this and that. Edge work is different, reverse VH, all that stuff. JB, appreciate the text. Good one. And I agree with you for the most part. Like, I don't really disagree with anything, to be honest, on that one. Let's go to Byron. Says, hey, boys, great win. I sure hope it's a sign to come. They sure needed that. I think we found our new starting goalie. I also wanted to give a shout out to Gene. Happy birthday, Byron from Winnipeg. That is lovely. Thank you for the text, Byron. I passed along a happy birthday to the Paisan earlier in the evening. He's probably got a million of them. Everybody loves the guy, and for good reason. Let's go to this one. I'm going to test it. It's Shaggy with a text.
Wow.
Not just the inbox.
Here we go.
Shaggy, don't let me down. Last two games, identical first periods. Difference tonight was Ingram shut the door rest of the way. Getting 8 goals was okay. The more impressive thing was shutting down the Kings the rest of the way, starting the second period. Don't like how much they played McDavid late in the game, tempting fate with a possible freak injury. However, this will mean nothing if they don't keep it going against Sharks on Saturday and win. Oh, I'm going to give this to Shaggy. It was not negative.
Nope.
There was some apprehension.
Some nitpicking that we were trying to find earlier.
He found it.
He found it. Yeah.
But that was way better.
Yes.
Thank you, Shaggy.
I agree with majority of what he said there. Yeah. That's good side of you, Shaggy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, let's get to the turning point of the game. Brought to you as always by our good friends over at Advantage Sport Medicine and Physiotherapy. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists. You've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach trusted by the best in the game at Advantage Sport Medicine. Book your assessment today at www.advantagesportmed.ca or call 780-460-9977. I'm going to do something a little bit different, but I think it's important, and it was a turning point in the game. The 4-minute kill. Right?
Yeah.
Say the Kings get 1 or even 2, and maybe they have some life and some confidence in themselves.
2-1 hockey game.
Yeah, it was tight at that point. A great opportunity for the Kings to take advantage and turn the game in their favor. They couldn't. Edmonton's PK held up. The PK has been brutal for the Oilers lately.
Yeah.
And it held up in that instance. So I'm going to give it some flowers and say that that's your turning point of the game. Killing off the 4-minute Darnell Nurse double minor for high sticking, and that helped the Oilers rout the Kings. So I'm just play it safe there. We could go to like the third or fourth or fifth goal, the backbreaker, whatever. But the fact that they actually killed off a couple penalties, a double minor like that, in a crucial part of the game when it was still close. Kudos to the Oil for that. That is your Advantage Sport Medicine and Physiotherapy turning point of the game.
You love this thing.
I love the board.
You love the board.
I need to program our board for the road kit
Yes.
with some of these sound effects. I still have
You need
not.
the ding. That's what you're, yeah.
Damn
yeah,
right I do.
yeah.
Damn right I do. All right, do we have clips to get to? Do you want to hit on anything else? We're going to get to a bunch of texts. We got some time still. But, I mean, lots to like about the 8-1 win.
A lot. Yeah, I thought it was a great point there. I mean, it's, they're killing that 4-minute right near the end of the first. And, that's a different first intermission if
Big time.
that penalty kill doesn't go as well as it did.
Big time.
And I wrote it down. That's a great penalty kill. Kings power play did not look dangerous whatsoever.
Well, the special teams are bad.
It was brutal. And, but yeah, good on the Oilers. I mean, it was a talking point all the way and heading into the break that their penalty kill was rough. And, it had a really bad slide there and question what Mark Stewart was running on the PK and all that. And
rightly so.
But they had a very solid night tonight, obviously. And I even thought last night too, outside of, I think it was Bouchard missing his guy in front of the net in the power play.
Yeah.
I believe they killed a decent amount.
They went 3 for 4 last
3 for
night
4
on the PK.
So not the worst, but yeah, it was good, great timing for their penalty kill to come out clutch.
Nice. All right, 780-218-9999. Hop into the inbox if you want to text us some thoughts, maybe a look ahead to Saturday. And then, of course, Nasty Chat has been pretty jovial today, which I appreciate after the spiciness of last night. I'm not going to lie to you. I came in here this morning for the hangout, and I was like, that was fun yesterday. I enjoyed that. I embraced it.
Yep.
Those are, you know what? It was a good way to get back into the swing of things. This is really nice. Very calm, very peaceful, appreciated and welcomed.
Yes.
All right. Let's go into the Oilers locker room, which I feel like is serene tonight.
Jake Wallman. Here are his comments after the game tonight.
Respond in the manner that you did tonight.
Yeah, obviously huge. It's nice when you can play right away and get back at it. So I thought we fixed some things and we're kind of building. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but we're doing well.
On the defensive side of the game, what did you think was maybe cleaner tonight compared to other games and maybe specifically last night?
I think for a lot of last night too, we were really good with it. I think we got relaxed last night, and we learned from that tonight. We especially in that third there when we were up, we kind of that was the most important part of the game, I would say, just to not sit back and keep playing the way we can. And I think that's just the way we got to move forward and play.
What can you say about how steady Connor Ingram is? He looks like that every single time he's in net. Yeah,
just solid, steady, like you said. He's got that kind of quiet confidence, I think. So it's nice. Made a bunch of great saves tonight, so it really helped us out.
Take a big-time response game, obviously, for you guys. How do you guys go about finding the consistency that's been kind of elusive with this group, with the rest of the way, especially when you need it at the stage?
I don't think it's been elusive maybe up to this point, but in the past this team knows exactly what it takes. So we just got to find that. Like you said, this is the playoff push for us now. It's a tight race, and we just got to play every game like it's our last.
What's Ingram like in net? You've had lots of goalies over your years. What's he, dealing with him, talking to him, your defenseman? What are his traits?
He's quiet, great person off the ice. I think, like I said, probably quiet confidence. Really fun to talk to. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to talk to him, but he's a great personality, and I think he really, he finds himself making those big saves, and it's kind of what this group needs at some point. Every once in a while there's a breakdown, and you need a save, and tonight he was there.
Better than you think, or better than maybe we think? Because he went away for a while, we didn't see him. He played in Arizona for a long time, we didn't see him that much. Is he a better goalie than people think he is?
I don't know. You guys follow his career more than I do, but since he's been here, he's been really solid. That's all I know, and it's the first time meeting him this year. So yeah, he's been great for us.
All right, I like the jovial, pleasant nature and demeanor, and they're talking about good things, which is nice to see after having to face the music last night. That was Jake Wallman. 2 goals tonight. Got those in the third period. +3, 22:08 time on ice. 4 shots, 1 block, 1 takeaway for the Oilers defenseman. I think the key part there is they didn't really give up much, and Wallman had a better night overall. Him and his D partner, Darnell Nurse. Okay. Do you want to dive into another one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
This is Chris Knobloch from the dressing room tonight.
From your group tonight, signify about them, like that type of response.
I've been with this team for a few years now, and I see that, things don't usually faze them. They usually, when things are on the line and they need a bounce back game, they usually respond really well. And, tonight was against a team that we want to keep below us in the standings. And, we're a little disappointed with how the previous games have gone, and especially the one the night before in Anaheim. But I thought we obviously played a really good game, scored some goals, but more importantly, I thought we checked really well.
12 different guys getting on the score sheet. What does that offensive production do for a group, especially confidence-wise?
Well, I think a lot with confidence, and not only the guys that maybe didn't get on the score sheet, but a lot of guys who were making plays, setting them up, and I thought everyone was involved offensively. So after a game like that, I think a lot of guys should feel good.
The penalty kill where it was the double minor, of course, you guys were able to kill that off, and Connor Ingram steady as well. Yeah,
I think, you look at the game, and with the amount of goals that we scored, it's usually the story. But I think probably the story should be, one, the saves Connor made, but even more than that was the penalty kill. The 4-minute penalty kill really came up big, and maybe gave up one, maybe two shots up there, but really didn't give much room or chances. So, if we give up one there, it's a 2-2. They have the momentum going into the second period, but we have that 4-minute kill, and then I just think it gave us a lot of confidence.
Yeah, all in all, you get 2 of 4 points, but do you feel like the body of work coming out of the break here the last 2 games, you're kind of happy, or are you happy with what you've got here?
I'm disappointed we didn't get the 2 points the night before, but overall, I think we played pretty good 6 periods of hockey. It's unfortunate that one slipped away from us in Anaheim. If we are able to make a couple more defensive plays, get another save or 2, we're probably ecstatic about how we played there. But we were short a couple defensive plays and a couple short saves, and we lose it, and we're very disappointed. But I think overall we played pretty well, but there's still room to grow.
All right, there's Chris Knobloch after his team's 8-1 thumping of the LA Kings, pointing out that double minor that they killed off. Well, hey, Advantage Sport Medicine and Physiotherapy turning point of the game right there. I'll tell you what. Corn Chip Cunch says, Tommy, it's good to see the Oil win a must-win game, something to build on. And please say jovial one more time. Or more times. Jovial. Pleasant. Peppy.
Nice.
Yeah. I was thinking of more synonyms, but I ran out there. Okay, let's go to Colorado Rusty. I'm going to go Colorado Rusty, and then Rip City Step says Swain has a good boost stat. I will read that. Thank you, Rip City Step, for the assist on that. Colorado Rusty texted in and says, as bad as last night was, the Oilers won still, despite defensive shambles early tonight. Don't fool ourselves. Ingram was key early and has, in my opinion, locked down the number 1. Trade Jari for a bag of pucks and bring up Pickard. Find a D-man. How else do we get better defensively fast? Yeah, that's going to be... There's a lot of heavy lifting, Colorado Rusty, in a very short amount of time to make that happen. Is it realistic? Probably not. Can you do something? Maybe. Hopefully. Likely. Yeah, time will tell.
Yeah.
Do you have faith in that happening with this management team?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm more like, I understand. Like, I would be, well, first of all, shocked to see Tristan Jari go. That won't happen.
Yeah, I don't know who would take him.
That, but I am thinking, man, how nice would it be for the Oilers if they had Jari's 5 point whatever off the books and they had Pickard as their backup right now? Like how much that $5 million can do. Like that's a good point. I mean, obviously, again, they won't do it. Like they brought Jari here for a reason. He's going to be their guy for this year. Well, I don't know about this year, but at least the next year they looked at him as this next little window as the goalie for the Oilers. And it's been a bad stretch from here, but yeah, that $5 million in cap space would do wonders for this team right now.
You heard what my buddy with the Penguins said today.
Yeah. It would be nice.
Yeah.
And I mean, Pickard, it's not like Pickard was playing that bad before he got, kind of put into the third string role. I remember him having a pretty solid stretch there, but then just kind of got out-dueled by Connor Ingram. And rightfully so. So, yeah, I mean, I'd be very curious. Obviously, you're trusting a backup goalie that had the worst numbers to start off the year, but Tristan Jarry, man, not looking great, and that's a cap hit that I'm sure the Oilers would love to have freed up. I doubt it happens, though. I think they're going to write it out.
Surprisingly, Picardi one says, Pickard rules. Best bang for our buck backup in the NHL. No way. Picardi one, you would say that, wouldn't you? I'm just kidding. Let's go to the stat that Swainer had. He tweeted this. I retweeted it. Brian Swain via X/Twitter. Evan Bouchard is now the 10th defenseman in NHL history with at least 50 assists and 10 even strength goals in their team's first 60 games of the season. Wow. The others to do it, this is elite company, obviously. Ray Bourque, John Carlson, Paul Coffey, Phil Housley, Quinn Hughes, Eric Carlson, Al McInnes, Bobby Orr, and Denny Potvin.
Did you say Kel McCarr?
Nope.
Wow, he has done it.
Not yet.
Interesting.
Hall of Famer? Maybe Hall of Famer. So Bourque, Hall of Famer. John Carlson, maybe Hall of Famer. Paul Coffey, legend. Phil Housley, Hall of Famer, I believe. Yeah. Quinn Hughes, potentially Hall of Famer, probably.
Will be, yeah.
Eric Carlson, probably Hall of Famer. Yeah. Al McInnes, I believe, is a Hall of Famer. Bobby Orr, legend. Denny Potvin, Hall of Famer.
Pretty damn good company.
That defensive game.
When's it coming? Yeah,
I was very encouraged when Evan Bouchard was mixing it up with Adrian Kempe.
Yeah, he didn't like something there.
And I liked him not liking something out there. And they didn't show it to us.
I know. Give us that replay.
I wanted to know why he was kind of mad.
Yeah.
I was very encouraged by what I saw. Great stat, Swainer. Thank you, Rip City Step, for pointing us in that direction. Do we have any more clips to get to?
Nothing yet. So I can take a look at if they have anything else.
I mean, we're down to the last 4 minutes here. Let's take a quick peek ahead. I'll read some more texts as well. Let's start with some more text, then peek ahead to Saturday. Atif, what are you doing up? Do you just power nap, mini nap,
I was
micro
gonna say,
nap?
well, he'll be up at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Damn right he will be wheeling around there. He goes, this is what I'm talking about. Big 8-1 win. What a difference from last night. Is this the same team? Can I get a win? Yeah. What do you think of Logan Stanley being an Oiler? I don't particularly love it, Atif. I'll be honest with you. He's big and slow.
Yeah. Having a ridiculous year there, apparently.
Which is great.
Matt Hyman has raved about him.
Matt Hyman, I think, has been trying to offload Logan Stanley since day one of EST.
Yeah, probably. Another left shot defenseman, though. Another one.
Javier Milne. J. Milne. I like calling him Javier Milne.
Javier Milne.
J. Milne says, first-time caller, long-time texter. I am genuinely surprised that Jim Hiller didn't throw Panarin on defense as the game went on. Maybe he doesn't suck as bad as most think. Jay, what are you doing?
Oh, stop it.
Still up, hey? He says, are you surprised that Hiller didn't put Panarin on D given the track record? I'm definitely surprised. Yeah, I mean, I think Hiller's just all right, let me know when I'm done. I'll pack up my stuff. That's how I feel, Jay.
I doubt he's gonna last
Not
after
that
this year.
confident, yeah.
I think he knows the writing on the wall. So,
Javier, thank you for the text. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Not on the hangout tomorrow. We have Kevin Radomski from the Oil Kings. Always a great time with Dahmer. Coach Mike texting in says, I hate to pick on him, but the perfect encapsulation of Frederick's season. Oilers win 8-1, and it's bagels on the score sheet. I really hope he finds some offensive confidence down the stretch. And then Coach Mike also said, kudos for the snowman, but quality of competition tonight was subpar. Kemper, awful, plus LA Kings players were dropping like flies. 97 over 20 minutes in an 8-1 game. LOL. Salvage the road trip on Saturday, please, from Coach Mike. And let's go to this one. Says, is Frederick the same as Connor Brown? Take long time recovery from this injury. I'm no doctor. It's not a ripped up knee.
No.
We know that high ankle sprains, like you've heard Belsey talk about having them, and Cass had one, and they said that they're pesky and they take forever, and you could feel good for a little while, and then you get on the ice and it's like, no, it's not there. But we're at a calendar year plus now since that happened.
Yeah, I've had 2, so
no big deal.
Not an athlete. We can tell you right now, both my ankles are not the same from those. It'll randomly hit you out of nowhere.
Maybe mix in leg day.
Hey, come on.
Do calves.
I do calves. You want to see these guns? They're poking through my joggers right now.
Toothpicks. Mine aren't any better, don't worry. Dave in Section T says Ingram gets to start Saturday. McDavid's 9th 100-point season, 1 behind Mario, 6 behind Gretzky. And Jack and Louie, during their 30-minute old man discussion in the third period, which I fully anticipated because of the score, did mention that they think Connor could get to Gretzky's mark, which is 15 and pass it. I'm with the guys on that. I do believe that's legitimately something that could happen.
I'd be shocked if he doesn't. He's that good. Barring injury, knock on wood. It's I'd imagine.
I think it could happen.
Yeah.
The guy's unreal. And I do think he will win. His best chance right now is here. Maybe not this season, but next year or the year after. All right, Benny, let's take a quick look ahead to Saturday and get to our player of the game. Do you want to do player of the game first? It's up to you.
Yeah, let's do that.
Go for it.
Damon Bunting, real estate player of the game. Damon Bunting has been a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find the right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out on DamonBunting.com or visit his Instagram at Damon Bunting Real Estate.
I'm your huckleberry.
How about that?
Yeah.
We just talked about him, and I think I've given this guy player of the game like 3 or 4 times this year. But I'm going to do it just to highlight like kind of the change that I feel like we're starting to see with him. I'm going to give it to Trent Frederick. I'm going to. Donuts on the stat sheet today. Okay, I understand donuts on the stat sheet, but the evolution. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. Okay, things are starting to look a little bit better for Trent Frederick, and I think it's a good thing because they need a guy like this in their bottom 6. They need impact guys, and if he can make an impact, it's a good sign.
That is a hell of a thing for you to say to me.
I wanted to give it to Jake Wallman, but he was a 3rd star. Okay. So who would with my rules? Oh, never mind. Sorry. I screwed up. Andrew Mangiapane gets player of the game. Andrew Mangiapane gets player of the game. 1 goal, 1 assist. Maybe his best game is another. I missed that one. Yeah. I was looking at the stat sheet. I missed that one. That's on me. Andrew Mangiapane player of the game today. He deserves it. Honorable mention, Trent Frederick.
You blew it. Oh boy. Oh, we'll let you off the hook tonight. Good stuff there, Benny. All right, San Jose on Saturday, an opportunity to take advantage of a team that has been struggling for, out of the gate here since the end of the Olympic break. The Sharks, a 4-game slide. Did they play last night? No. Today was their return.
Yes.
And they lost 4-1 to the Calgary Flames. So just, I don't know. More of what you saw tonight. Yeah. Feel good. Get the juju flowing. Would they have to claw their way into that game? Were they down against the Sharks?
They were down 3-0 against the Sharks.
Don't do that. Just don't do that. I believe. Yeah. Play better.
They're a one-man team. Shut them down. I like your chance of winning.
Bigger test on Saturday.
But so that celebrated kid's pretty damn good. I think we all got to cheer him on there for those couple of weeks. He is ridiculously talented, and he's going to be a stud. So, they'll have their hands full with him, but you play a similar game like you did tonight, I think you win on Saturday, and you Yeah, you come out all right on the road trip.
It's a 4-gamer, remember. Started in Calgary on February 4th.
Tough.
I know, silly. All right, we'll see if the Oilers can continue with the winning ways and ride this thing into San Jose Saturday afternoon. That's a 2 p.m. face-off. We're live on location, Boston Pizza, 170th. 1 o'clock pregame show gets going. Myself, Joaquin Gage, will be at BP 170th. Tony and Curtis will be dishing out the prizes. Great stuff from them. Game day specials as well. $5 off medium pizzas, $1 off tankards of Molson and Coors Light. And then Benny Thompson will be sliding in. Hopefully you will too. Join us. It's going to be a ton of fun. And maybe we're talking about another Oilers victory. 8-1 tonight over the Los Angeles Kings. More of that, please, for the sake of oil country's sanity. For Ben Thompson and Matt Kassian, I'm Tom Gazzola saying thanks for staying up with us tonight. I know it was a late one. We get going bright and early tomorrow, 6 a.m. Hernan, Joaquin, and YouTube Trev right here on The Nielsen Show on Edmonton Sports Talk. Good night, everybody. Thank you.